It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. It's 12 months since Raymond Terrace woman Rebecca Marr died in police custody, yet her family is still waiting for answers. Police still haven't completed a report for the coroner, which could provide some closure for her relatives. The 36-year-old had been arrested after appearing intoxicated by the side of Wollombi Road at Cessnock in the early hours of July 19 last year and was found dead in a holding cell at Maitland Police Station more than 5 hours later. Rebecca Marr is the first Aboriginal person in 16 years to die in police custody in New South Wales. Police are being overstretched in Hunter areas with increased population issues, particularly in Cessnock, due to the local jail expansion. Police say they're regularly being called to investigations and new crimes within the facility rather than dealing with community matters. Cessnock MP Clayton Barr says officers' workload has doubled with no additional police.
The size of the Cessnock jail is bigger than any of the government reports that have ever considered. The increase of 1,000 prisoners is bigger than any other increase across the state. So the impact on Cessnock is going to be felt greater than it has ever been felt anywhere in New South Wales.
Adamstown Community Early Learning and Preschool Centre is taking part in a University of Newcastle study to show risky play is essential for toddlers. By exposing the young children to activities including real tools and open flames, it's being proved it increases safety awareness and promotes risk aversion. Service Director Kate Higginbottom says parents shouldn't be concerned as there are a number of measures in place to ensure the study is undertaken in a controlled environment.
We sit down and talk to them about their safety and ensure that they understand that they need to be in a certain space when they're around the fire, that we have processes such as a large drum of water and a fire blanket on hand. There's lots of risk assessment that goes into actually providing these spaces for children.
Revitalising Newcastle is working to make driving around the CBD a little easier. Construction is underway on a new road connecting Honeysuckle Drive and Hunter Street at Worth Place. The work is due for completion in coming weeks. Another road connection will be built at Steele Street next year. The new roads will help traffic flow around the city during and after construction of the light rail project. The free Orange Sky laundry service for the homeless is launching in Newcastle in August and needs helping hands from volunteers. The service started in 2014 in Brisbane and is now stretching out to other states, with an information session being held tonight from 6:30 at South Newcastle Leagues Club. Manager of Service Operations for Orange Sky Australia, Maz Jargan, says volunteers are a key part of running the humble service.
We wash and dry clothes for those that are less fortunate, those that are sleeping rough, or those that are just doing it tough. I would love to see as many people get involved as possible. It's been life-changing for me. I started off as a volunteer 2 years ago in Sydney, and it's an awesome thing to be a part of, and getting to meet people, getting to meet our friends on the street, it's just great.
And Newcastle Knights playmaker Trent Hodkinson has showed why he's considered one of the nice guys of rugby league. He escorted a 15-year-old girl with terminal cancer to her school formal last night at Curry Curry High. Trent travelled in the car with Hannah Rye and held her hand as she walked into the event, and they cut a cake in front of her classmates. The school moved the formal to July because Hannah may not make it to the end of the year.
Sport for our sponsor PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
The Newcastle Knights will return to the park tomorrow night in the hope of turning around their fortunes against a depleted Sydney Roosters at Allianz Stadium. Winger Chanel Matautia will play just his third game back from a long layoff with serious injuries. He says he's just happy to be back out there on the park and is hoping to continue to contribute to the team.
Yeah, I'm happy just to be playing footy. I was struggling to string a few games together, and this year's been up-down kind of season, but I'm in the position to play footy, good footy.
Broadmeadow Magic midfielder Mitch Oxborough looks set for an A-League return with the Brisbane Roar as the club searches for an injury replacement player. He flew to Brisbane yesterday and missed the Magic's 5-1 trial loss to the Jets last night so he could have medical and fitness tests. Oxborough was let go by the Perth Glory at the end of last season and was a Newcastle Jets junior. And St Francis Xavier is through to the NRL National Schoolboys Trophy semi-finals after they defeated St Paul's Manly. St Francis Xavier recorded a 28-12 victory over the visitors at McDonald Jones Stadium and will head to Sydney for the playoffs next week. And the winning numbers in Wednesday Lotto are 33, 8, 32, 1, 40 and 43, and the supplementaries are 45 and 35. 2NURFM News Time, 25 to 9.